Hey guys, I have something really cool for you today. Fiilex dropped off their brand new LED Fresnel, the Q8. They let me play with it for a couple of days. I got it last night actually. I was messing around with it a little bit. I shot some kind of dark, moody shots, but today we're gonna make some more portraits of Emily. But I just want to run through some of the technical stuff first, because it's pretty cool, right? This is an LED Fresnel, and if you know, a Fresnel basically is a lens in front of your light that's going to allow for even light distribution. And what Fiilex did here is they actually designed a brand new Fresnel just for this light. So it's really, really smooth, and you'll see the circle of light we can make with it in a second. But anyways, it's a bicolor LED, so we can actually control our color up here, go all the ways down to 2800, or all the ways up to 6500. I'm gonna dial it down a little bit so you guys can see that a little better. Of course, we have power control here. And I'll put it back in the middle somewhere. It also gives you green magenta shift. So you can kind of tweak it out if you're like trying to match light somewhere else. You know, you've got that ability. It does have DMX, so you can use that as well. And of course, the coolest part about it is the focusability. So let me show you that. I'm gonna turn down the power so I don't blind myself. And so here's the unit. It's pretty lightweight, and I guess to make it work even better and be more lightweight, they actually did almost kind of like a bellows system here. So this is actually like a cloth, keeping it very, very lightweight for the zoom of the Fresnel. Now, of course, here's the Fresnel lens. You can see it here. Concentric circles, create a nice even light across. I have it fitted with the barn doors, which of course you can use to shape the light as well. So yeah, let me show you guys this. If we turn it back on, or dial it up I should say, get a nice circle of light there on the wall. You can see how narrow that is. I'll actually move the barn doors out of the way. So you can see here we got a nice circle of light, and see how smooth it is. Again, I can adjust the color temperature. I'm gonna go a little bit warmer, dim it down a little bit. And I can take it from there all the ways back. To basically full coverage on the entire wall. And I guess I probably should mention, this thing is tremendously bright, as you can see. We're basically blowing the wall out here. Behind me, no problem. And even in the spot, you know, we can see that it's crazy bright on the wall there. Cool, so my plan here is going to be to make some kind of classic hard light, kind of fashion feel / Hollywood feel portraits, because that's what I think a Fresnel's great for. With this much power, I could easily throw it through something like a big silk or something, but I think I'm gonna go raw and just see how nice this even light is on the skin. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, cool, so Emily came, we got this cool sparkly dress, and I'm really gonna take advantage of the fact that this is a hard, punchy light source. We've got it kind of focused in on her. We're gonna work for those specular highlights to get the catch lights to pop in her eyes, to get the dress to pop, and also the shine on the skin to kind of come in. I did add a 360 over here as a separation because I'm actually overpowering the light in the studio with this. I got it turned up, I'm cranking it, so making it dark behind her on purpose. So, you know, we're gonna kind of shoot a few and see what we get. All right, so. I like that last thing we were doing, so let's kind of work there. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. Beautiful. That's it. Cool. Nice. Okay. Beautiful. What's great about shooting with constant light is I can just kind of work it, and when I see it, look, I'm watching the shadows come and go. All right, I'm gonna actually make this a little bit wider. So again, this is pretty easy to focus. I'm not all the way spotted anyways, but I'm gonna bring it out a little bit, and so I get more light top to bottom, and I'll use the barn door to keep it off the background as much as possible. I did lose a little power there, so I'll just turn the light up a smidge, or adjust my camera appropriately. Okay, and then what I wanna do is do a quick test before I do anything else. It's always a good idea. Cool. Yeah, there we go. Now she's lit top to bottom. And actually a very dramatic light. I have the edge of the stand in there, actually. I'll pull this back a little bit. I was gonna say I'll just crop it later, but I think I like the shadow on the ground, so. Again, this is a 360 in the back. Cool. Let's see what we got. Nice. Okay, so let's do one final thing in this outfit. I'm actually gonna crank it all the ways down to a tighter circle. This is gonna be very punchy. Right in the face. Turn it down. I'm literally gonna shine it right at her. Just don't look at it yet because you'll probably get blinded. And I'm basically gonna set myself up so that looks pretty good. I'm adjusting my video camera here so you guys don't lose her. Okay. That's nice. So you're gonna look, yeah, I'm gonna kill this one actually. I'm gonna go for some real heavy drama here. Just working that light. I'm gonna come in close. I'm checking my exposure. I'm just looking in the camera. So it's telling me this is correct. We'll see. Wow, yeah, no, I didn't think so. I was like, that doesn't seem right. It's funny because it's such a bright light against a dark background that it just doesn't. Okay, somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna go F4 at 200th of a second. That should give it to us. There we go. Like that. Actually, don't drop the back arm. Just going to shut on this. Yeah, there we go. Like that. That's nice. That's nice. That's how it goes towards me. Good. Intense shadow created by it now. And of course I could, if you want to be primary, this is what I like. So let's work with this. That's looking a little bit better. And again, it's the middle of the day. I mean, it's a cloudy day, but it's the middle of the day and we're in a daylight studio, but the background's dark because I'm just focusing this light so tightly on her. So that's pretty cool. I think we'll change outfits. Okay, so Emily has switched to this black dress, and actually you can see it's kind of dark in here. I'm cranked down the cameras so you guys can see I'm actually even lighting myself actually with a little 360 in a softbox. Because when I turn on the Q8, she's going to be in a spotlight from a distance. I'm going to make this really dramatic, work with the shape of it, or the circle of light kind of coming in her. So I want to kill pretty much all the light in the space. That's why we're so close down here. So I got my camera, and let's make it happen. Okay, so I'm going to come in. I'm at a, I'm going to go to a 200 ISO, and I'm at 125 at f4. We'll see what that does for exposure. Oh wow, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I think it's a smidge overexposed. I switched to black and white if you didn't notice that. I think it's just a tiny bit overexposed though, so I think I'm actually gonna leave it. Sometimes when you have a profile on there though, you're better off turning it off before you make your judgment on exposure. Yeah, it's definitely overexposed. So, I'm gonna come in here. That's about right, about half stop. Okay, perfect. Cool. So I'm just doing a style and capture one here. Perfect, so I'm half stop, so I'm just gonna give myself a little more shutter speed because I don't need any more aperture. That should be good for me. There we go. All right, now we got some drama. closer for a few. Yeah, do like a push back. That's it. Hold, let me just check my exposure. Yeah, okay, so when I'm closer, I gotta watch this because I want to put the circle of light on her. If you're doing this kind of thing, remember the center is gonna be the brightest. Even though it's pretty even across, the center is still the brightest, so on any focused light source. Okay, so I fix that because Emily doesn't want to be dark. Yeah, see that? Nice and clean and crisp. That's it. Take my perfect. So she's coming on the corner of the circle. I actually like that, so I'm going to actually work that a little bit more and put the circle over here so she's at the edge of it. Cool. Keeping in mind that wherever the light's not is going to be dark. Oh man, I love this hard light. So yeah, you can see, they're still coming in. I shot so many. So you can totally see that like with this Fiilex, because it's such a smooth Fresnel, you can get these really cool like spotlight type looks, which I think is really, really nice. Especially in an LED, it's something you haven't been able to get very often in such a good quality. You know, we can of course shoot in black and white like this, in color, with the bicolor, remember, and of course I've got it focused almost all the way now, but remember you can adjust the size of the spot. I actually backed it up. Remember, backing your light up makes it harder. We can, maybe I'll do a couple more, we'll put it in closer. What do you think? You can game for a couple more? So I'll move it in a little bit, and I'm gonna keep it really focused, and I'm gonna see if we can get like a really, really hard light on her face to make her cry. Okay, so you can, so obviously I moved it closer, that's gonna adjust my exposure. We'll take a look. That's a pretty good guess, it's still a tiny bit overexposed. Good, that's it, right there. So, really cool edge to it, really funky. I like it. Do you like it?
I do.
She likes it. That's always important. She's gonna say that anyways because we're paying her. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, so we got some cool stuff. Thanks, Fiilex, for letting me borrow this. Unfortunately, I have to give it back now. But when it's released, which should be after this video comes out, hopefully I'll get my hands on it again, but it's been really cool to work with. I want to try to use it for some filmmaking stuff next, but for now, we'll stick with the photos. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.